party people. Now this weekend is the walk-in market. Now I spoke a bit about this in my last video, but I'll go over it again. So a walk-in market is where people all over a town set out stalls outside their house, and then a map is created of all the stalls so that people can go around and visit them. A lot of people use this as a chance to sell second-hand items, like a proper garage sale, but then there are people that use it for their small business, which is what I'll be doing. Now this market is taking place in my parents' town, so I will be taking over their house. It's been running for 4 years and it's got quite big. It was actually my mum who started it, and she has since handed over the reins to the town council. So my setup for the market is going to be a gazebo on my parents' driveway with 2 tables, maybe 3 tables, one with my usual craft fair goods, and then another with the craft supplies that I sorted out in my last video. And then my dad has very kindly cleared space in his garage so that I can have the front part with another table to display some of my paintings and prints and stuff like that. What's great about this event is that it's free to take part, so there's no table fee or anything, so any money I make is all profit. And space-wise, you're only limited by the amount of space you have out the front of your house. It's been a really great event in the past, so I'm looking forward to this weekend. We turn it into a real family day with my parents helping me and my sister stopping by, and my husband and son will be there as well. So I'm going to bring you along for the setup and I will let you know how the day goes. Okay, so the walk-in market is done for another year. I'll jump straight in and say that it was not the most profitable day. I had a look back, and the year before last I made £140, whereas this year I made just under 50. The weather can't be blamed, as it was a really nice warm sunny day, so perfect for walking around all the stalls. My only issue with the weather is that it was quite windy and my display boards did fall over a couple of times, which was pretty annoying. I think the main issue is that this event is just too big now. So there were 160 stalls, which is a lot to get round. So I think it was just a case of people couldn't get round every single stall. So if they didn't live near where my parents' house was, then they just weren't getting to us. Because it was pretty quiet, especially in the afternoon. We hardly had any visitors at all. Also, with that many stalls, if you were interested in the walk-in market, chances are you were having a stall, which then meant you weren't able to walk around and look at other people's stalls. It also is really an event for people doing more garage sales, as those stalls were really popular. There were plenty of people doing stalls for their small business, but I think what most people were looking for were those kind of second-hand bargains. We saw some people just driving past in their cars, slowing down to see what we had for sale, and then just keep going, because they were obviously looking for just particular things. Also, I think it was just us and maybe one other house that was taking part in my parents' road, whereas previous years there have been maybe 4 or 5 houses, which then makes it a more appealing road to go down if there's more stalls for people to visit. So where people were having to plot their route, they might have not bothered with our road because there was only a couple of stalls there. But in saying all of that, it was still a really nice day. I do love the event. It's nice that everyone comes together. I mean, we would have come along to it anyway, even if I wasn't having a stall. My husband was able to get some cheap second-hand clothes for my son, which is always a win. And it is really nice doing a stall outside my parents' house. It just feels a lot more casual than a formal craft fair. You know, I can just nip into the house whenever I need a snack or the toilet, and I have all my family around to help out. My mum made us all lunch and we had a picnic on the front lawn right next to my stall, and you don't get that at a regular craft fair. There were a few spots in town, like one of the churches had opened up their hall for people to have stalls in, more like a formal craft fair, and I imagine that those were probably a bit busier, but I do like having a stall outside my parents' house. I also get to have more space, and yeah, I just like the more relaxed vibe that happens there. And considering it doesn't cost anything to take part in the event, I think it's one that I will still do next year, because it's a really nice community event and a chance to spend the day with my family. My table of secondhand craft supplies was quite popular. I sold, I think, 11 items from there, which, considering the amount of traffic we had, was pretty good. So I do still have quite a lot left over, but I am happy to have got rid of the things that I did. So I hope you liked this video. Let me know if your town does something similar. My parents' town also used to do a scarecrow competition, or they might still do it, I'm not sure. But we took part in that for a few years, and we even won once, which was very exciting. Thanks for watching, bye!